Okay, hello viewers. Happy Sunday. My name remains Elisha. I want to say a very big happy Sunday to you. Today is a perfect day in a very perfect month. This is the month of July and today happens to be 7. So it's a perfect day in a perfect month. So I want to talk to us, but we had some classes before and I hope you really enjoyed all of my series where I was able to teach you some things. Now let me tell you something before I go into this section of what we have to speak today. Now what I want to say is that the greatest thing you can ever contend for in life is wisdom and understanding. The greatest thing you need to contend for in life is wisdom and understanding. When you have wisdom, you need it and the ability to understand what you have gotten. You can have an idea but don't understand it. So it's like having a river but you don't understand how to get from the river. You don't have a big bowl maybe to get the water from the river. So that's what it means to have wisdom, to have an idea about something and then you don't know how that idea can benefit you. So that's what I'll be talking to us about. So today please make sure you pray for understanding, that God is going to give you an understanding for what I'm about to talk about today. So today I intend and I said we are going to be talking about money. I know a whole lot of you prepared for me today and we are going to be talking about that. So a whole lot of people have different perceptions about what money is. A whole lot of people, they have different perceptions. They feel money is what they need to change their life. They feel money is what they need to do some certain kind of things. I know it's true that at some point you need money to do some certain kind of things, but you need to have an understanding on how money flows. Money don't just flow. There is a perception and there is an idea you need to have about money. Money, I have started the class. So money is, if we must define in a very simple term, it is a medium of exchange. That is what money is. Money is a medium of exchange. So the reason is a medium, so it means I can bring you something when I bring it. So in our exchange for bringing you that particular thing or selling you a particular thing, that is what money, that's the value of money. So you bring a particular thing, a particular product or a particular value to the table and I have to pay you for it. So I exchange it with money. Now that's for the 21st century. In other centuries, in other seasons and times, we had stuff like trade by barter. So if you don't have if you have what I want and I can just bring what I have to get what you want. So in our present age, we talk about money. So we use money to purchase things in the market. So now, what am I trying to talk about in this in this version of this video? Now, a whole lot of people think that money is their problem. So they believe if I have 5 million naira in my account, my problem is solved. No, that's a lie. A very big lie. A very, very big lie. Because money is a medium for exchange. Money was not supposed to stay. Money was supposed to move. You need to get that. Money was supposed to move. Money was not supposed to stay in a particular place. So what you need to be looking for is not the money itself, it's the idea that can produce that money. Because when the idea is consistent, that means money is consistent. Money was made for exchange, so continually money will keep going out. It will keep going out. But what will bring it in again? So some people said, if I have 5 million, it's possible you have 5 million in your account, but if you don't have what brings more money, that 5 million will finish and you'll go bankrupt. You get me? So you have to understand that money is not what that you are looking for. It's a medium for exchange. So you bring whatever you have and I pay you for it. Maybe you come and you bring like a car, I go to a car stand. What we pay for, what I pay to buy that car is that I use money. So it's a medium to transact. That transaction is a medium. So money was meant to work according to transaction. So there is a level of knowledge that people have and they say, if I have 50 billion naira. Now, if the knowledge you have is not consistent with the money in your hands, then you're going to go bankrupt again. Because you don't have the consistency knowledge to trade the money you have. That's why a whole lot of people have gotten into place of money. Okay, let me say a whole lot of people, like some people that have entered into inheritance. So they inherited a money they never had the idea about. So you give them some years down the line, they had to squander those things. Some of them were given land, they had to sell the land. Now they don't know that a land can actually bring more money than just selling it and collecting that money at that point. Because when you collect the money, money was meant to be transactable. So it leaves my hand and enters another person's hands and enters another. So if I don't have a system that is going to bring back money, so even the one I have now, if it finishes, there's no other way it can come. Now, do you understand me? Now you need to ask the rich man, what idea do you have that money stays in your hand? A whole lot of people, like some youths, they say, yeah, they go to maybe let's say a gambling shop and have to play games and they won the money. Was possible to win the money, but remember, you're not winning every day. So you're going to use the one you've had and you eat it and it will finish and you go bankrupt again. If you don't have the idea to keep the money you have, if you don't have the idea to invest that money that you have, so that even if it goes out, it comes back again. Now that is what that's the idea that people doesn't have about what money is. So money was not meant to stay with you, but what keeps money with you is the productivity that can still bring back that same money, or times 100 or times 50, however it's going to be. But you don't control money. That is why I was listening to a millionaire once upon a time. The man is a cripple, and people stepped into his house and they decided to steal some stuffs. He did not answer them. He's a cripple. He just told them, you have two hands and you're coming to say, okay, there's no problem. So now what I got from that story was that even if you steal everything, you cannot steal the idea that brought the money. This is where people mistake it. I need 2 million, I need 3 million. If I have 5 million, they should give you 5 million naira now. The problem will still remain. Even if you solve, tomorrow will bring another problem. So what you need is not money. You need to understand this very well. What you need is not money. Even if you're giving billions of naira, as much as you're living again, I am telling you, you still need money. The money you'll be given is not enough, because money was to be transactable. Money was not to be kept. Now the only thing that brings money is the investment that the money was used for. So it can now bring back the money. Do you get me? You need to understand this. I hope I'm not stepping on your toe, because you need to understand it. Because if you live in a wrong idea, which an idea is a foundation, and you're running a business, the business will scratch. The reason is because the foundation is not good. If you go now and collect a loan from the bank or from a particular individual, and you want to put into your business, and you are able to collect, like, let's say 5 million naira into your business, and then your understanding about money is very low, is 50,000, I tell you the truth that the time will come, you will retrograde back to that particular idea you have. So what you are looking for is not money. I told you in the first video, and I'm able to explain now, that money is not missing, is what you're becoming. So you have to build your knowledge about money and understand that money is debt. Money is debt, so it needs to leave your hand. It doesn't stay. Now the people that have money, if you need to talk to them, and they are going to ask you that what has sustained the money we have is the ability to reproduce, the ability to understand what money is about. You get me? So if you're found looking for money, you're making a very big mistake. You will never have money. If you're found looking for money, no, that's a very big mistake. You need to understand the strategy of money. That money was to be a transactable stuff. Money was not supposed to be settled in a particular place. Now, do you understand me? So you have to take your mind back. Now I am now talking to you as a person. Now what are you doing that will make the money in your hand stay? Because even if they give you 500 million naira now, that is a very small money. Now let me tell you something. If you notice our economy, everything is increasing every day. So if you had 5 million yesterday, that your 5 million of yesterday presently is just 1 million naira. It's going to shock you. I'm telling you the truth, because the prices of things have increased. So you had 5 million before, or you started a business with 5 million. Now the only 5 million you have. When you go to the market today with that same 5 million, you cannot buy the same goods you bought before in that same 5 million naira. You could buy much stock with that 5 million naira. In today, when you go back to the market of today, I am telling you that 5 million naira is not up to 1 million naira. So what you need to get is cultivate money bringing ideas. I'll say it again. Money bringing ideas. When you cultivate money bringing ideas, it's going to take you to a level whereby what you'll be looking for is not money, because as soon as those ideas are explored, then you are going to get the result that money will not stop. Money will keep looking for you. So you understand me? So it's like a man has a company. Imagine what happens. Money is going out of the company, but money will still coming. The reason is because that man understands that the money is not the problem. As much as the product are still in sale, as much as my ideas are still in sale, then money cannot stop coming in. So what the problem, the real problem is not that you're looking for money. Money is not missing. When you're found looking for money, I say it again, money is not missing. When you're found looking for money, you have a very bad knowledge about money. Money is not missing. You need to understand it and understand it again. What is missing is bring birth to an idea, give birth to an idea that idea will keep on producing money over time. Because every single money you are looking for today is a debt in tomorrow's world. Every certain money you're looking for, you need 50 million naira. I am telling you, in years to come, that 50 million naira will retrograde back to 5 million naira. The reason is because things are getting expensive every day. So how can you sustain your wealth as a person? How can you sustain your ideas that today you were rich because of the certain money you have? So you were so comfortable with it. That is why when things went up, you did not have any option than to come down. The reason was because you never had an idea about what I'm talking about. Now I want to hear your comments. I want to tell me, what do you have about what I have to say? Because these things are the things you need to have. When you have these things, you will stop looking at money. Okay, let me bring an explanation before I finish. Now, one of the days, one of my workers was being robbed, and my money went down. And I was down. I was like, how come I took months to raise this money, and yes, robbers just stepped into my business and then collected the money. And one of the days, as I was sitting down, and my mind took me back, I will say God took me back, and God reminded me of something. He said, how do you feel that like that Dangote feel that when a truck or maybe petrol falls on the road and all the products are gone? How do you feel? And I needed to think about it again. My very small money, and compared to a truck of what million, sometimes even the truck is burnt down. How do you think he feels? And then I understand, wow. So that it's not about the money you have, it's about what you are becoming. So when you're becoming, everything is settled. I'm grateful once again for having time to watch this episode of my tutorials on money, and I hope I've been able to blow your mind about some certain things. Now I want you to subscribe to Heroes channel. Don't forget, please subscribe. So on Wednesdays, on Sundays is our back-to-back videos. I'm going to drop it now. Don't forget, next Sunday is my birthday, so we are going to do it in a ground style. I'm going to come up with ideas that is going to blow your mind. I don't want to tell you the next topic, but I'm going to post it maybe before Wednesday, and we are going to be able. So please drop your comments. I need your comments. I love comments. Bring up your own idea, and I'm ready to talk about it. I am simply ready to talk about it. So drop your comment, please share, like, subscribe, and follow. God bless you. I love you. Remain blessed.
Harris Mine.